Hello, I welcome you to this video. In this video I'll be showing you how to model staircase in Revit 2024. In one of my training I showed you guys how to model staircase. That was in Revit 2019, but in today's video we'll be looking at how to model staircase in Revit 2024. Without further ado, let's get started. The first thing you will do is make sure you have set your level. Okay, ensure you have set your level. Let me go to one of the section so that we can see our level and know where we are starting from. Okay, so if you look at this now, this is level 3. Level 3 is my floor level, and that is where our staircase is starting from. That is if the staircase is inside the building. But if the staircase is outside the building, it means it's going to start from level 0 or level 1, which is the natural ground level. Okay, so it depends on where your staircase is positioned. In this particular staircase we want to create, is going to be inside the building, so it is going to start from level 3 and stop at first floor. Okay, so I'm going to go to the ground floor plan. Then the next thing you do is make sure you sketch it with line. You sketch the outline of your staircase with line. This particular one now, this is just line, and it shows that our staircase is starting from here and end like this. Okay, with all that put in place, let's get started. Also know the width of your staircase. This is 2.4 meter or 2400 mm. Okay, in that case the width of the staircase will be 1200 mm if you divide this into 2. So we are going to go to architecture tab and go to stair. And when you go to stair, you look on the property palette, you see it has picked one particular staircase. But let's click on this drop down, and if you look, there are several types there. There are 180 maximum riser, 275 mm thread. Then we have under this one, you see assembled stair. You see under here, you see assembled stair, and here you see 180 mm maximum riser, 275 mm thread. And under cast in place stair, you have monolithic stair. Under precast, you have precast stair. Okay, then this one is most recently used type, which was cast in place stair monolithic. Anyone you want to use here, but I prefer to use this one for this particular video. Let's use this first one, which is 180 mm maximum riser, 275 mm thread. So let's pick that particular one, and we have already picked it. So we click edit, then we'll duplicate it. You give it a name. Let's say the name of a client or your own name. In my own case now, I can give it Stair case 24 training, so that I am going to alter some things in this particular staircase. It will not affect the original one. That is why I have to duplicate it. Then let's click OK. Now you see the maximum riser is 150. Let's take it to something like 162 or 162. This one will be changing it depending on what we want. It depends on how many we want that can go to our first floor. Then this one is the minimum tread depth. We will type 300 here, and this one is the run width. We'll leave it at 1200. Then under the construction, which is, we see run type, landing type, function, etc. Here under the run type, let's click on this drop down. Under this run type, let's click on this place. The moment you click on this place, you see a button will appear. Let's click on this button, and here you see some things that we can set. For example, we need to set the material for the thread, because assuming you are doing interior design or your staircase is outside and you want to render that particular place where your staircase is showing, in that case you need to apply material. So you are not going to leave the material at category. So let's click on this place so that we can set the material. I think I have riser material. Let me search for it. Riser. Okay, it's like I don't have riser material. Since I don't have riser material, I will create a material for it. So I will use default floor to create it. Let me duplicate this default floor. I will give it a name. The name will be riser material, and the color, let me select the color, something like this will be fine. And let's click OK. And for this, this is supposed to be thread material. Okay, we are going to work on it. So this one is supposed to be the riser material. Let's click on this place. We can duplicate this. We'll name this one as thread material. Let's change the color. Let it be brown. Okay, so that one was supposed to be riser, so I take it to riser material. Riser is RI. Okay, let's select riser for this and click apply. Click OK. Okay, then for this thread material, let's select the thread material for it. Thread is T, so let's go to T. These things are arranged in alphabetical order. Thread material, let's select that one and click OK. Okay, so we have set the material for thread and riser. Then the next thing is, you see thread profile is default. Let's leave that one for now. Then nosing profile is default. This is very important. This is slanted. We don't want it to be slanted. I will tell you why later. Let's uncheck it for now, or let's leave it check. I'll tell you the effect it's going to have on your staircase if you leave it. Okay, let's apply. And click OK. That's all we'll set for now. Let's leave everything as it is now and click OK. Now if you look at the level now, is showing that the base level is level 3, but the top is level 4. We don't want it to stop at level 4. We want it to stop at first floor. So you click on that drop down and take it to first floor. So I want to increase it a little bit to 23. So in that case, I will still click edit, and in increasing the number of the riser, it means I'm going to reduce the riser height. If I reduce the riser height, the number will increase. So let me type 161 and click apply, then click OK. 23 and click apply. Okay, now we can now start sketching now, and take note of where it is now. Now I will start from here now. Before then, let's set this to be first floor. The top level should be first floor, and the base level is level 3, which is fine. The desired number should be 23. Then let's start from here. We stop at this line, then we come here, start from here, and you will now notice that okay, it's created. Let's finish it. Okay, now we have finished it. This gap, we want to reduce it. So to reduce it, simply select this place and click. Before we waste our time editing it, let's check to be sure that it actually reaches the floor we want to go. So to check, we need to cut section across this place. So we are going to select section line and cut across that place, so that we'll not waste our time setting what will not work. Okay, it's like our section line is hidden in this view. So let's see to be sure that section line is not hidden in this view. I'm going to unhide it, unhide category, then let's come out of the command. Let's flip the stair so that it will face this side. Right click on it and click flip section. Is now facing this side so that we can see the whole of that staircase. Now let's click on view. Okay, this is the staircase we have created. You can see it has reached the level we want to go. Okay, this is floor is confusing us. This floor, the offset is 100. The offset is supposed to be 0. That's why it's confusing us. Okay, that is where it's supposed to be. Right, now you see it is normal. This is good, but the only thing is, you see, this is the effect of the slant that you see there. So if you select it now, you see, let's edit it to remove that slant. To remove the slant, simply go to run type, click on this small button here, and you are going to locate slanted, uncheck it and click apply, click OK, click OK again. Now you see it is normal. Now this is how my staircase normally look like. I don't like that slanted one. This is the regular staircase. Now I want to close this gap a little bit. I want to modify it and close the gap. To do that, so I make sure I select the body of the staircase somewhere here. Then once I select it, you will see edit stair, click edit, and right now you can now modify each of these bits. Select and click OK. I click convert here, follow it, click convert, click close. Then let's click edit sketch. Now I can highlight it now and use my arrow key to move it closer. And when I'm done, I'll click finish. Let's click finish again. Okay, so I've been able to close that gap a little bit. It's normal now. All right, so that is it. Then this is your handrail. You can modify the handrail the way you want it. Let's look at it in 3D view. To be able to see it in 3D view, you can go to 3D. Okay, if you go to 3D, then go to 3D, you can duplicate this. Assuming I duplicate this now, you right click on this place and go to orient to view, take it to elevation approach, which is fine. And the moment you do that, you see that this line will appear, this box will appear. So we want this box to cut through our staircase so that we can see our staircase. I want to see the inside. This is the method you use to design your interior. Okay, now you can see our staircase. This is it. This is fine. Can you see? This is our staircase. Is okay. So that is how you can model staircase in Revit 2024. I believe you have learned something from this video. See you in the next video. Bye.